guys. Good day today. The last 24 hours has really been about kind of getting our guys accustomed to what a game day feels like. A Friday practice, actually going to the hotel, preparing it with our Friday night meetings and Saturday walkthroughs, and then had a nice 50 play kind of manufactured scrimmage, both offensively and defensively, along with all special teams and special situations. So really a good day. Came out healthy, which was good. Got to evaluate a couple more guys from a health standpoint. Marvell looked really good. I think he'll be back next week full go. Tried to do Chad a little bit, just not quite there yet right now. He's getting better, but at this point in time, not 100%, so it was good to see that. But overall, a really good day. It's finally time for game week, thank goodness, and really looking forward to that. You get sick of playing yourself after about 25 practices, and now you get to be able to go and get ready for a great Alabama team. With that, I'll take any questions you have.
With Chad, what went behind the decision to put Chuma on the left side rather than go with Zach over there?
It's both have worked there before. We've had Zach on the left. We've had Zach on the left before, Chuma on the right, and Zach is really comfortable on the right side. Feels good. He could go to the left, but Chuma did a nice job over there, and didn't really know if Chad was going to be able to get back or not. We're still working through it. It was not great today, so we'll see. Would like to keep Zach at a stationary point, and we'll work to see if Chad's ready or not. So, but Chuma's did a terrific job today with it.
Is there more of a contingency plan? Just I don't want to go to fourth string center plan here right now, but what's that going to look like?
You got several avenues. You got some other young kids between E.J. Price and Clayton Johnson that are there, and then you have two guards that have played tackle before too. In Chris Brown and Jordan Simmons. So, those you have to envision, Lindsay, your fourth and fifth string that you get to.
Sorry to bring that up
so
early.
it's okay, but no, we've thought it through already, and so you have that combination of having an E.J. Price, a Clayton Johnson, a Nate Smith, who are younger kids, but you also have some older vets in Chris Brown and Jordan Simmons that can help out.
Is that worrisome at all, just to not know who your left tackle for certain is going to be when you have a first-year new starting quarterback out there?
No, but I would be more worried about it. But you really got three guys, that have played a lot of ball. When you talk about Zach, Chad, and Chuma, and when you go out there and you had an opportunity to beat the number 3 team in the country last year in Utah, with Zach and Chuma, I'm not worried about it. All three of them are extremely talented individuals, and we'll see. Tuesday we'll have to kind of see where we're at, and we'll have to go ahead and make a decision.
But so we have to know if Zach's or if Chad you think can play.
Yeah, by that time, I'm going to kind of have to say, this is the way we're going to start and see how the week progresses. But Chuma's put a lot of work in. Chad right now has not had limited reps, to be honest with you, and just tried to go today. Had a little pain. We'll see where it's at Tuesday.
Is that something you'll announce, or is that something you'll?
I probably will announce after Tuesday's practice.
Do you have to also make a decision if you're going to back up the two starters with, say, Jordan Simmons or Chris Brown? Do you have to also?
No, I'll probably, going through that scenario, I'll probably wait to see what's the best scenario for us later in the week. And there may be a case where Chad's feeling well too, and just, from a lack of reps, may be able to get some, but not a full game. So we'll see.
As you turn to Alabama, how do you prepare for whoever their quarterback's going to be?
Yeah, we've got a good situation, because when you look at a Max Brown, you kind of think Cooper Bateman in that aspect of being a pocket passer, and then you've got a great athlete thrower in Sam that could be a Barnett or Jalen Hurts. And so we've been working. They've seen those two style of quarterbacks. That just like them, they have 3 kids that can throw the ball too. 2 of them just happen to be athletes, and we've got kind of the same thing here. We've got 3 passers, 2 are athletes, also very athletic, in Matt Fink and Sam Darnold, and then you've got the pocket passer with Max Brown. So they're getting really good looks, and it happened again today.
For film, what would you look at? What would you watch?
Well, there's certain things that you have to be prepared for, that you have to practice against. Obviously, obviously, when you practice against an athletic quarterback, you better look at quarterback-driven runs. Better be added to the practice. So we're working on that. And then when you have a drop-back passer, obviously that's a little bit of a different game plan also to keep that kid in the pocket. And so, Clancy's doing a good job with preparation for both. And really, it's going to help us throughout the season because really, when you look at this league, you've got some true dynamic drop-back passers. I saw one do a great job yesterday, and Webb did a nice job for Cal yesterday. So, you're looking at some guys that are true drop-back passers, and you got some athletes too. So it's been good preparation for us for the entire season.
What if you look and put down, we've got some advantages going into this game. What would they be? What do you like about
probably the advantages for our team, just looking at ourselves, is one, the offensive line, the experience. It's just a different feel from what it was 2 years ago. I'm looking at those kids today, and it's 3 junior guards in there, with backups being juniors too, and then your 2 tackles have played ball too. So it just feels like a lot more experience on the offensive line. I look at a wide receiver, and you look at Steven Mitchell and Juju and Darius, and you feel the experience. Justin Davis as a senior running back, you feel the experience. So that's probably the biggest thing that I felt on the offensive side of the ball. The defensive side of the ball, I'm really thankful for the DB situation to be able to have, an Adoree Jackson and a Biggie Marshall that are at those 2 corner positions, because they enable you to do some really special things to put yourself in more advantageous fronts to be able to stop power run game.
Do you have a speed advantage on people defensively?
I tell you what, when I look at Alabama, just this particular game, I've been really focused on that. I am so impressed with their speed on tape. This may be one of the faster groups we play on defensively, and even more so when I look at the difference in their personnel. Some of the guys they played last year compared to this year, this is a faster unit, in my opinion, than they had last year on defense.
Just emotionally, starting off with kind of the mock game scenario today, and then going through the week, how do you keep your players level, knowing kind of this is an exciting opener?
Yeah, this was really good for us, and I'm so glad we get the opportunity to do it, because when you go sit in that hotel and then you have that team meeting, you have that final walkthrough, you get on the bus and you go to the stadium. It's got that air, and you could feel the quietness on the bus going to the stadium. You could feel the focus when we were on the field, just extreme focus in each situation that we did. So I'm glad we did this today, because it's not their first time going into Dallas, and we tried to make it the most realistic thing as you could for the last 24 hours, exactly like they're going to get next week.
So where did you go?
I wish I could talk, Dan, about that. It's a compliance. It's a compliance.
Oh, really?
I would get in trouble.
It is. Okay.
I would get in
That's
trouble.
Why you can't talk.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. I wish.
Okay.
I don't like closing
No.
practices, but it was a compliance issue.
Anyone stand out?
It was really just more situational. I would just said the experience of the offensive line stood out to me. I didn't see a lot of missed assignments and things like that. I really felt that our senior group of wideouts did a nice job, and those 2 corners they're great at what they do.
So did you go full speed for those 50
We
plays?
were full pad, full speed. We didn't go to the ground. We thudded up, but it was full speed work. So about 50 plays, about 40 plays of offense and defense, and 10 special teams plays.
What did you think of Max Brown today?